And good afternoon, Steeler Nation, as we are in week two here of the NFL season as the Pittsburgh Steelers will be beginning their home opener today, hosting the 0-1 Seattle Seahawks. This will be the eighth time since Mike Tomlin's been coaching where the Steelers have played one game in the month of September. The last time this happened where they had played one home game during this month to open up the season, you'd have to look back as far as 3 years ago right there. And during that span, that was right around the time where we saw Mitch Trubisky was the star for the Steelers that year, and they would lose their home opener to the New England Patriots at that moment in time. Well, good afternoon, and welcome once again here to the Show Blitz Steelers versus Seahawks pregame show here. I am Charles Prodigy Richey. You can follow me on X at MelSteelCGR and on Instagram at MelSteelNation. As we get ready to dive into this real quick, let's begin with some roster news real quick here. Heading into this game, I'm still looking for the actives and inactives. So far, the injury report for this game, the Steelers, they will be without three starters today. As we all know, Derek Harmon, who injured his knee in the preseason finale versus Carolina Panthers, he is still ruled out with a knee as well as Deshaun Elliott, I believe, who got injured during last week's game versus New York Jets. He is out. And then you got Joey Porter Jr., who's the third starter. They will be without today. He is also dealing with a hamstring injury right now, as he also joins Nick Herbig, who was limited and a full participant in practice. Still don't know if he'll be able to suit up and play today. But in the event, though, too, speaking of which, for like a strong safety, Deshaun Elliott, like I said, who had to be ruled out with knee injury. This was reported by Ray Fittipaldo that heading into this contest, too, that the Steelers, they have elevated, let's see, I'm trying to pull up the name real quick, just bear with me. And here a second ago, as the Steelers, they have elevated linebacker John Radigan from the practice squad to the active roster for tomorrow's game against the Seahawks. So right now, the Steelers are definitely looking to have a lot to prove right now. Not really too good since how they ended their season last year, but close out the 2024 season, as you may recall, unfortunately, where they pretty much lost out. I mean, in that span where they have 5 game losing streak, and during that 5 game losing streak, you have to go a little bit further back. You have to go back all the way to the game in Cincinnati a year ago too, where the Steelers, where their running roles really started to spiral out of control. Back on December 1st, they were giving up, uh, let's see, on the ground, 93 rushing yards, and then it was 104 versus the Browns, 131 versus the Eagles, 220 versus the Ravens back on that Saturday game, and then 69 versus Chiefs and 68 versus Bengals, but then 299 yards versus the Ravens right there, which was incredibly sad right there for this team. Definitely got something to prove right now as we look at it. I mean, some would argue that last week's opener versus the Jets in New Jersey in the Meadowlands, uh, pretty ir, ir, very much similar to the way their playoff exit ended versus the Ravens. They gave up about 299 yards rushing to Derrick Henry and Lamar Jackson in that playoff game. Last week, they opened up versus the Jets, 182 yards on the ground versus them, and which is incredibly sad too. By the way, I mean when you look at it right there too, I mean 100, I mean 82 yards. I mean they're giving up like almost 5 yards a carry nearly off of 39 attempts. Run defense right now, they open up the season, opens up for force right now at 29th. Last year, I mean, believe it or not, they were sixth in defending the run in that department. Definitely got some work to do right here as we try and see if they could turn things around. But I mean, finish sixth in the run defense. I mean, the close of the season, which is not bad, but the way they ended, I mean, just a whopping total of yardage right there. I mean, it was just definitely an embarrassment right there. And you definitely got to believe there's got to be like some real hammer time things real quick here with Mike Tomlin and his staff. I mean, since on the road versus Cincinnati last season, in 8 games, the Steelers have allowed about 146 yards per game. Okay, 146 yards per game. Let that sink in for a minute. So basically, right there, I mean, that's more than what they finished out in 2021. I mean, 4 years ago, 144 yards per game, which actually was the worst in the league. Now, remember, they also did bring in uh, at that time two Brian Flores, who got fired from the Miami Dolphins. He came on for a season with the Steelers, improved the run game in 2022. Now, yes, they did not make the playoffs, but I mean, in that year, I mean, under Brian Flores, the rushing game finished at least in the top 10. They finished out ninth. And you got to believe, I mean, that's a real alarming concern right now. I mean, for a defense who's invested a heavily amount of money, I mean, leading the league in most money spent on the defense. And here we go. And you just hope like things do not continue to get worse before they get better. I mean, I know this is only second game of the season, and I always tell people, it's like it does not matter if it's just one game to start the season. You're already you can say it's only one game. I don't know if you want to fall into that trap right now. I think the thing is though, when you still have bad habits, they're still being repeated and not being adjusted. We're going to have some major problems right there. You have to learn to find a way to fix those things. Yes, we still got about 16 more games left to go right now. I mean, at the same time, too, you want to be able to like start showing, turning some heads right now. I mean, this is a team right now who's got a real long shot. I mean, even if they make in the playoffs, I mean, it's just pretty much like just being like I would just say like a respected elder at the dinner table. I mean, it's like we'll save a spot for you, but what are you going to really do when it comes playoff time if they make the playoffs? And these are things you got to really start thinking about right now. Now, Terrell Austin, his defense, following the Jets win that they barely edged out. I mean, definitely you can understand why. I mean, and most people react to this game, even though they win is a win is a win. This also felt like a loss, though, too, at the same time. I mean, Aaron Rodgers was practically their MVP in that game, throwing for over 240 yards, 4 touchdowns, 0 picks, despite getting sacked 4 times in that contest. Terrell Austin was saying it was not the same thing, it was different. I don't think we got knocked around. I think we missed some opportunities. I didn't feel that way. I know how I felt coming off that field in Baltimore last year. I didn't feel the same way. I feel good about this group, and they'll play better and rebounding moving forward. Now, right now, I mean, there is some would speculate though too. I mean, reading this defense right now, third year nose tackle Keanu Benton had a difficult time holding up against the interior of the Jets' offensive line. One option for the Steelers is moving 6'6", 340-pound rookie Y.A. Black to nose tackle, but Austin would agree or disagree on that one, saying it's not that simple. He said that Benton is used to recognizing how quickly blocking teams develop inside, and intimated it might take some time for Black to be able to read those same blocks right now. Now, Benton, he wasn't alone in his poor play. Hayward and Lauermilk, who started in place of rookie Derek Harmon, also did not defeat enough blocks or make enough plays. And I could definitely agree with that. as we take a look at it. I mean, in that contest right there, I mean, to open up versus the Jets right there. I mean, a guy, Cam Hayward, who's finally got an adjustment on his contract, but it's only incentive based for team playoff success. Let's just keep that in mind right there. And as we look at it, I mean, Cam Hayward, when looking back last week versus Jets right there, I mean, he only had three total tackles, uh, a tackle for loss, and and a pass deflection. He did not get any hits on the quarterback. I mean, only registering one tackle for loss. I mean, when you get whipped the way you do, I mean, still, I mean, running 182 yards on the ground, that's pretty embarrassing right there. And not only that, though, too, I mean, the secondary, I mean, let's not forget, despite all that, 218 yards through the air. I mean, the Jets only dropped five targets. Well, the Steelers only dropped seven, but I mean, 16, I mean, 21 targets, 16 of those were caught for receptions by the Jets, 218 yards, over 13 and a half yards per reception, and one touchdown to Garrett Wilson. Now, I mean, Justin Fields, I mean, he had a phenomenal game to open up the season, but this is a reminder, too. I mean, Justin Fields, I mean, who also did good in the running department, averaging 4 yards off of 12 carries for 48 yards, who accounted for two touchdowns right there, threw a touchdown pass in that game. Now, let's see this real quickly. I just want to just recap like about Justin Fields. I mean, he had a damn good start, but this will continue to be like the concern as time goes on. Can he spread the ball throughout his receiving room for scores? Now he was able to get. I mean, to his credit, I mean he was able to spread the ball out to six packs catchers in that game, with Garrett Wilson getting the bulk of them for seven. Second behind him was Brees Hall, and then you had Tyler Johnson, each with two, as well as Josh Reynolds and Jeremy Ruckert in that game. Now, good thing for the Steelers. I mean, the big play of the game. Let's go ahead and recap that real quick here from last week. It was definitely the fumble that the Steelers were able to recover on special teams right there in that game. I mean, which was huge. I mean, the Steelers were trailing by 9 points. I mean, with about under 4 minutes left to go in the third quarter, they would definitely answer with a touchdown drive, which basically about 3 minute, three like nearly a 4 minute drive right there, which concluded a 5 yard touchdown pass from Aaron Rodgers, Jalen Warren, and then right there on the ensuing kickoff right there, Boswell who kicked 64 yards, Jets Gibson to the Jets 20 for 19 yards. He fumbled. Kenny Gamble was able to force the fumble. It was recovered by Ben Skronik at the Jets 22-yard line. That were right there. Two plays later, right there, with which concluded with an 18-yard touchdown pass from Aaron Rodgers, Calvin Austin, right there. Steelers will go ahead 31-26, only allowing one more touchdown for the day, stopping the two-point conversion, which was proved to be huge in that point right there. And Boswell hitting his career long, I mean, for Chris Boswell, I mean, for what he's did in his career with the Steel Curtain, I mean, the Steelers, I should say, excuse me, 60-yard field goal, which would prove to be the game winner right there. And then, of course, Jalen Ramsey getting the ceiling uh, hit right there to force the ball loose from the Jets. Garrett Wilson right there. I mean, you talk about a one-on-one matchup right there. You're one of your top defenders, one of the top receivers right there. Garrett Wilson made an incredible hit right there to seal that. I mean, so far for playing the nickel, I mean, that's his impact so far with the Steelers right there. Hope to see more of that from Jalen Ramsey, and like to see if he get more involved defensively, getting more pass deflections and helping like slow down. Because honestly, I mean, up until that play, I mean, Jalen Ramsey, I mean, in this contest, I mean, he did have three total tackles. I mean, with two pass deflections and a quarterback hit, I would like to definitely see a little bit more out of him right there today. So not bad for his day, but I mean, still, you gotta look at also too, like Chuck Clark right there. I mean, who when you look at the Steelers' depth right here and this defense right here, Chuck Clark, who is the backup to Deshaun Elliott right there, he definitely played out of his mind in that game, registering eight total tackles, six of them being solo tackle for loss right there. I'd like to see what he could do this week in week two versus that's right there. More likely starting in place of Elliott right here. But anyway, back to the run game right here. I mean, Ray Filipowell would also point out too, back during the Steel Curtain Dynasty, the Steelers, it would be front page news whenever they would give up 100 yards on the ground. They set the record for four straight years from 1974 through 1977, where they did not allow 100 yards rushing in 43 straight games. The truth is, the Steelers' run defense has been stout for quite some time. Five times in the past season, they gave up more than 100 rushing yards per game. In Tomlin's first 10 seasons from 2007 to 2017, the Steelers held opponents 100, under 100 yards per eight games. Now, definitely going to be one of the top keys. You better believe starting off this home opener right now. Once again, you're watching here the Show Blitz pregame show, Steelers versus Seahawks home opener here, presented by the Man Steel Podcast by Charles the Prodigy Richey. Now, speaking of which, right now, we always keep hearing how the Steelers had three coaches since 1969. I mean, the only closest one that had like three coaches, I mean, like in like a darn good span, you probably have to say half that amount. I mean, the Steelers for like 56 years right there. We got the Baltimore Ravens right now too. I mean, like for nearly half that span, also having three coaches. Their initial coach, when they became the Baltimore Ravens, after being blocked from taking the Browns' name by the Supreme Court, so they had to become the Ravens under Art Modell. But anyway, it was Ted Marchibroda right there for the first, I want to say, the first two, maybe three seasons. Then you had Brian Billick, who came onto the scene, who led them to their first Super Bowl in 2000 right there. I mean, set one of the records for like just fewest points allowed right there that rivaled the 85 Bears, which is actually better, by the way. In the playoffs, one could argue. And then last but not least, of course, John Harbaugh, who has been at the helm since 2008. Now, as far as the, the three coaches in the Steelers organization, Chuck Noll still has the winning record as far as home openers at 16-7. Mike Tomlin comes in second at 12-6, and Bill Cowher for 9-6 for home openers to open up a season in front of their home crowd right there. Next up right now, DK Metcalf, DK country, I would say. After trading a second round pick and pick swaps in this year's draft, I mean, to get DK Metcalf signed to a 5-year extension, $150 million right here. He says he does not want any of the shine and referring to it as another game. And basically, right now, he says it's just another football game, as he deadpan this week, preparing for it like any other football game, because after this, you got to prepare for the next opponent. They're next on the schedule. That's just how it is. Now, his tunnel vision was apparent and perhaps intentional given the way things ended. Metcalf requested a trade, let's remember, back in March as he entered the contract year. Rather than play out the last season of his deal amid the ascendance of 2023 first-round pick, Jackson Smith, I forget how to pronounce the last name. Please forgive me, but Jackson Smith, I'm just going to leave it at. I don't want to mispronounce it, so please excuse me, folks. His position, Metcalf did ask out. They said he cares about the right stuff, according to Rodgers. He cares enough to watch film and to put in the time and take notes, ask questions, come over and sit next to me during the week at various times to try and get on the same page, according to A-Rod. I love it. Whatever whatever way you go about it, when you're lead dog in the room, who's also a great guy and prepares the right way, it makes it easy for the rest of the room to follow his lead. Now, veteran quarterback Darius Slade declared Metcalf's work ethic. He said it rivals Antonio Brown. That's interesting right there. I mean, I tell you what, though, I mean, if you got a guy like Antonio Brown right now, I mean, we should be in good business. And by the way, too, I got him on my as my second round pick in my fantasy league right now. My team is the Man of Steel, by the way. So he was my second pick. Uh, Bad news, though, unfortunately, for my number one overall pick. But thank you anyway, too, for the first overall pick. I got Derrick Henry as my first round pick. So running back right there. I will tell you, though, I mean, Derrick Henry, I think he is like today's comparison of Jerome Bettis, in my opinion, though, with his size, the way he can run right there, especially how he exploded versus the Buffalo Bills last week. I mean, the Ravens had no business losing that game in that opener, but it is what it is. Ravens right now, I mean, definitely looking to be one of the Super Bowl favorites, along with the Buffalo Bills right there. We just find a way to keep reshuffling the deck. But I mean, in that game, I mean, speaking of which, I mean, the Buffalo Bills right there versus Ravens, you would see Derrick Henry in that game, who had right there 18 carries for 169 yards with two touchdowns on the ground, as well as getting a pass reception for 13 yards. But anyway, back to DK Metcalf right now. Uh, as Darius Slade would go on to declare Metcalf to Antonio Brown comparison, he does attack practice. He's an animal. Slade said Metcalf. There's not a lot of guys I've seen like that. The last person I saw practice like that was Antonio Brown. He's one of the hardest practicing dudes I've seen that can do the same things DK can do. Hey, into this contest right now, I mean, definitely gonna want to see right now. You gotta believe right now, and I like the way Metcalf too. If you read between the lines, he's keeping a good poker face right now. Definitely see how they'll be able to go. I mean, you better believe. I mean, like Mike Ditka once upon said. I mean, you may not say you're not getting even. He goes like, no, that's not true. You do want to get even with opponents right now. And for the Steelers right now, I mean, it's definitely going to be an interesting contest right here. See what they come up with. I mean, in today's game. And right now, I'm just pulling up the inactive right now as it just came out during this podcast right now. So as we look at it going down the list, here are the official inactive lists for today. Steelers versus Seahawks game. As we already know, we have two guys who are out with knee injuries, both being stars, defensive end Eric Carmen and strong safety Deshaun Elliott. Then you got Joey Porter Jr. dealing with a hamstring. He is out. The other inactives for today's game, too, they got backup guard Mark Sharpian, and as well as Andres Pete. And then you got number 93, EC Atamawol, and that's it. So right now, I mean, that's pretty good right there. I mean, most of them being backups, but still the three stars that we already knew about going into this game. And that'll be it for like the Steelers side right now. But let's go ahead and wrap this thing up. Let's go ahead and get in keys to the game right now. Key number one, stopping and controlling the run, especially stopping the run. Now, the Seahawks, I mean, for the most part, finished off 28th last season. They're 21st to start this season with 84 yards to open up the year. As we look at, I mean, running the ground on offense, they rank 21st in the league, while the Steelers are in the bottom four right now. I mean, 20 carries for 53 yards, just under 3 yards per attempt right there. So definitely got to see a lot more right now. I mean, Jalen Warren, in my opinion, who usually takes time to warm up, got to see him get the motor running today for sure. I mean, show some encouragement for this game. But I mean, for the most part, too. I mean, yeah, I definitely believe too. I mean, not just stopping the run. I mean, just running the game collectively right now. It was definitely a big disappointment to say the least. I mean, yellow and Kev Gainwell, excuse me, but 7 carries for 19 yards, not even 3 yards. He was just under that mark. But I mean, I'll tell you what though, too, one guy to keep an eye on too. I mean, be on special teams right now too, which going to my next key right now. Uh, I mean, you look at Caleb Johnson right there. I mean, he was one of the stars on special teams. Steelers did not have any punt returns versus Jets last week, but Caleb Johnson right now, who is third on the depth chart and trying to make his way up to the running category. And what's one of the best ways to start making impressions on the team, get elevated and move, climb up the depth chart, start you off on special teams right there. Caleb Johnson had 5 kick returns for 132 yards, averaging nearly 26 and a half yards, with 29 being his long right there. I mean, which is pretty phenomenal. I mean, right there. And yeah, I really believe right now he's going to try and continue to like keep knocking on the door, keep making some strides, and we'll see what continues to happen right now. But anyway, that's gonna be this key number 2 for that game. Dan Smith, who continues to be mastermind on special team schemes, showcased Caleb Johnson quite frequently in that game. Definitely a very valuable part in contributing to that win. I mean, he definitely wants to be a tone setter on special teams. Of course, right now with this new kickoff format being the second year and experimented. And then the last key right here for this game, points off turnovers. Last season, the Steelers scored 126 points off of 46 of their opponents' turnovers, which included 4 and out, and where they converted 14 of those turnovers into touchdowns. Seahawks, they had 98 points off of 34 of their opponents' turnovers. So that'd be my keys to the game right here. I'm predicting a Steelers win. It'll probably be a tight game in this contest, but I think it's fairly manageable. But we shall see. But definitely right now, I mean, you gotta look at right now. One guy to be concerned at once again. I mean, when you're looking at offense, but it has to be Broderick Jones right now. Tomlin, who called him out last week. I mean, since that game right there, and where Rodgers got sacked 4 times, you also got to look out for Isaac Sayamalo right there too. I mean, let's see how he can help out with that. But I mean, other guys to pay attention to will be Troy Fontano. Definitely want to see him help gain some more blocks right there, the controlling the run right there in this game. But that's going to do it for this edition here of the Show Blitz Steelers vs. Seahawks pregame show. I'm Charles Prodigy. You can follow me on X at ManSteelCGR and on Instagram at ManSteelNation. So I leave you. Don't be trolling. Be rolling. Here we go, Steelers. Here we go, Steelers. Here we go. I got. Thank you for watching the Man of Steel podcast with your host, Charles Prodigy Richey, here on YouTube. Please make sure to hit that subscribe button. And for all the latest Man of Steel podcast episodes, feel free to download them on Mixcloud, Anchor.fm, and SoundCloud, wherever you get your podcasts.